Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Here we are ending 2021 with a best teams video for the global version of the game. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Just a quick note, this is going to be more of a abbreviated summary type of video here. I'm not going to go over like a bunch of different teams like I normally do in my previous videos. So just kind of make a note of that. Due to the fact, hey, 2021 is going to change a lot right off the bat with the introduction with one of my favorite leaders in the game. But anyway, keep that in mind when you see kind of the new slides and the new summary that I'm going to go through here. So along with that, the term best teams is my opinion and purely a subjective. There is no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. Any references, research sources will be linked in the description below. How I rank my teams, I look at a multitude of different things: leader skill, damage output, survivability, passives, SA specials, lengths, categories, bench flexibility, game mode effectiveness, and overall gameplay. Leader skill, bench, and flexibility, and game mode effectiveness I probably look at a lot more than other people in the community. So I do put a lot of weight on those categories there. And then when I look at game mode effectiveness, I'm looking at kind of the top echelon of the gameplay, like Extreme Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, even the Gods of Destruction event, right? Just more so than other types of game modes within the game. So just like regular Dokkan events and things of that nature. So anyway, you're going to look and find that this is going to be the setup for each of the rankings. And like I said, it's going to be more of an abbreviated version. I will go back to a different type of presentation in 2022, but this is, like I said, just more of an abbreviated version, which you're going to look at. So last month, by the way, the biggest change in the top 10 list is based off of the new Extreme Super Battle Road stages. So keep that in mind. There was an upgrade on quite a bit of teams to keep them in certain spots or to drop them really off the list. So pretty crazy. I was trying to formulate this and rank the teams, but Extreme Super Battle Road did change a lot. So last month in November, this is what we ended up with, kind of like a tie between Pure Saiyans and the youth category there with the Go Tanks, and then you had the rest of these teams here. Now I'll tell you what, a couple actually who dropped off. There's two teams that dropped off, one team that skyrocketed through the rankings, and a couple that held on to their spots, but due to the fact, of course, this Extreme Super Battle Road stages, we do have a new number one once again. So let's start off with the honorable mentions. And the honorable mentions, I'm going to start off by saying I had a very, very, very difficult time to say who is actually in the number 10 spot, given the fact that, like I said, Extreme Super Battle Road changed quite a bit. So in the number 10 spot, I was looking at 5 different teams that every single one of these has a reason to be number 10. Starting with Join Forces, having 8 Super Battle Roads being able to complete, and 6 Extreme Super Battle Roads having a huge upgrade there. But the biggest problem, of course, with them is that they're 150% leader, and they just run a lot of different amazing combinations. But I was close. I was close to say, you know what, forget the 150% leader skill, but I'm just going to move them up. And when I start thinking about just regular modes and stuff like that, I don't know. It was tough. It was tough to leave them off of the top 10. So I didn't keep them on the top 10. So they're kind of the first one out. Future Saga and the Go Tanks there. Go Tanks is crazy, right? 10 Super Battle Roads and 5 Extreme Super Battle Roads. Again, got an upgrade. But the flexibility of this team is awful. So you can run certain combinations, but when I say it can do 10 Super Battle Roads, you're barely able to do 10 Super Battle Roads. Like, you have to have particular units, and it's very, very difficult to actually complete it. So that 10 is a little bit inflated due to the fact of the difficulty of actually completing those, even much so on the Extreme Super Battle Road there. And then Future Saga just kind of hangs around. It got bumped up to 5 Extreme Super Battle Roads, and I'm like, oh, how do I leave it 8-5? I was like, it's 8-5 solid score on game mode effectiveness, and then also the the flexibility is pretty good with that secondary leader skill at 120%, but 120% is just few and far between now on keeping them up on the top 10. And then Future Saga in and of itself is fairly limited. So those two, I'm like, I guess I have to leave them off, right? I guess I have to leave them off. So then I have to say, okay, these two teams were on the top 10 list, higher up in the top 10. But because of Extreme Server Battle Road increasing just only Go Bros, Hybrid Saiyan has dropped tremendously down because there's no upgrade in Extreme Server Battle Road for them. And it was holding strong, really good there. But it really is coming down for me, these two options here in Go Bros and Hybrid Saiyans, Go Bros and that's Siblings Bonds and Goku's family. And you guys know what I'm going to end up with. Right, it's hard for me to take off Hybrid Saiyans, but like I said, Extreme Server Battle Road did not upgrade them at all. One of the few teams on the top 10 that they just slid. They were like number 5, and everyone else was leapfrogging them. I was like, what's going on here? And then I was just looking at the teams. I was like, you know what? I have to drop them down. So it was hard for me to do that. And of course, being the end of 2021, I have to be biased here. This is subjective, like I said here. So transitioning to the top 10, you know what I'm going to put in top 10 out of those groupings. Of course you do. I couldn't leave these guys off. Siblings Bond and Goku's family stays on the top 10 here. Coming in at number 10. Actually, I don't even have the number here. There we go. Coming in at number 10 is Go Bros still hanging out there. Like, Go Bros is the weakest part of this team. We know that. And people have been messaging me, oh, Go Bros age. Yes, Go Bros age, but the rest of the team has not. My favorite rotation right now on the team, as you can see on the bottom here, is Super Saiyan Namek Goku with Gohan, and then the Super Dragon Ball Heroes Goku family support lead there. It's amazing. Of course, you can still run the 6-year anniversary units too as a combination, and just the bench and flexibility. And I still think this is one of the best leader skills in the game. Siblings Bond, it was just really strong with +4 to ki, and then Goku's family, of course, that's just going to be strong. The problem is its HP and defense only 130%. That's the only issue there. So everything else, like 8 Super Battle Roads, 5 Extreme Super Battle Roads, you're going to see the top echelon having the same Super Battle Road stats and same rotation, but really higher in the listing. But due to the fact we have to run 2 Go Bros on this team, does drop them down to the number 10 spot. So come in number 10. Go Bros still hanging out here. Siblings Bond and Goku's family. Let's go to number 9. Number 9 is, again, still holding on here, is LR Super Vegito, another team that just got a little upgrade in Extreme Super Battle Road, but enough, one boosting enough to say, you know what, they're still going to hold strong here. The bench of flexibility is really strong, and they can no item run a ton of stuff. You know, the ability to heal, not only with this unit here, but some of the, with the OG Vegito as well. You have units and support units like the High School Gohan, and really Battle of Wits is beneficial, right? You can run some top tier units in that game, or in that category as well. So still really strong as LR Super Vegito, and still I would say part of the top 6 best LRs or 6 best units in the game on the global version. So still holding strong. Coming in at number 9 is the Majin Buu saga with LR Super Vegito. So coming in at number 8, this one actually jumped up due to the fact that a couple reasons. I kept on playing this team. It's just like, this team is just ridiculous here. And that is Sworn Enemies. More so Sworn Enemies than Planet Namek Saga. Running LR Full Power Frieza. Definitely one of the top 3 units in the game. And it just destroys and demolishes Fighting Legend Goku. Yes, I know the resume is a little bit weak on Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. But the Extreme Super Battle Road they run, it's like this one unit destroys it, and not even just the team, just this one unit of itself. When you can run 2 full power Friezas, it's domination, especially if you're up against super teams. Of course, anything, if you're running against Goku, you have no chance. That Goku team or that Goku enemy is just getting crushed. And this team runs really well on different combinations for the Battle of the Gods too. So man, I keep on playing this team, it just gets better and better and better, and I just said, you know what, let's put him at number 8 because definitely deserves it, even though the Extreme Server Battle Road resume is only at 4. But those 4 is really easy to complete. Like, he demolishes full power, he demolishes the extreme one and the AGL one. Just, yeah, it's easy. So with that, coming at number 8 is full power LR AGL Frieza, a monster of a unit. Now, a reason why the next team is at number 7 is you can run this unit, but the overall flexibility of the team it's much better than this team here, because this team here is very limited. So that's a negative on here. That's why it's only at number 8. And that's going to be Space Traveling Warriors with Bojack. So String Bojack is the leader here, and you really kind of run him on the main rotation. You are going to be running Full Power Frieza as my favorite rotation here. Bench and flexibility is the reason why this is above the Sworn Enemies, and it can do one more Extreme Super Battle Road. So very, very strong, very fun, different combinations. You can run Turles on here, LR Turles. I like the combination. If you do run Bojacks, and the LR Bojack there makes the old OG LR Bojack really, really powerful. Can't wait for his EZA, because this team is just going to get better and better and better. And then that secondary leader skill in that Time Travelers really ups that flexibility, being able to run like that, Super Garlic Jr. here, right, as a support. So you have this double support with that Full Power Frieza. Oh man, it's just a killer. So yeah, so coming in number 7, still holding strong. It's the same spot as last month, but it just kept its spot because the Extreme Super Battle Road did help them keep their current rankings. So coming in number 7, Space Traveling Warriors still holding strong, right ahead of Sworn Enemies in Strength Bojack. Coming in number 6 is the largest jump by far. Like, there's no one else on the list that jumped as far as this team here. It went from like slightly like number 11, like right on the cusp of number 10, to number 6, and that's Movie Bosses in Full Power. So not only it's this team here, but really it's also Planetary Destruction Movie Bosses. This one's going to be a lot better, a standalone team. When you start thinking about it, this this can do 6 Extreme Server Battle Roads. It was able to do so many more because of the new categories. I was like, oh wow, okay. Game mode effectiveness just increased, and plus this is still the best team to run on World Tournament with the physical Movie Bosses and Full Power Broly here. So, but still super strong if you're running this team on higher content like the Extreme Server Battle Road stages on here. This one a little, little weak as the leader here. So having like an 8-6, they would be higher if you didn't have to run a physical Full Power Broly, right? Because that unit is very old and can get really wrecked on harder stages. But can survive with some item usage, and I think it's still overall very, very effective. But yeah, if you're gonna run harder content, this is what you want to run here. So, because this unit is amazing as it continues to stack the defense and destroys Legendary Goku events. So, come in number 6, the biggest jump here. Yes, Movie Bosses Full Power or / Planetary Destruction full and Movie Bosses, but I'm just gonna call it Movie Bosses with the Brolys. So, let's go ahead and move on to the top 5. Top 5, the top 4 really didn't change, but kind of shuffled in the rankings here. So coming in number 5, I believe it dropped 1 from last month, is Realm of Gods. Realm of Gods still holding strong. Leader flexibility, bench flexibility is the biggest difference here. As you can see, another situation where you only have an 8-4 in Super Battle Roads and Extreme Super Battle Roads. However, there's technicality here. If you run the Zamasu, you can do an 8-5. So being that leader flexibility is going to give a little bit of advantage to this team, and Realm of Gods is just there's so many options and combinations you can run, and still you can run the top tier units like the 6-year anniversary units. This is my favorite rotation, as you can see down there. Yeah, just I love running the Beerus combinations as well. So still really strong. Love the EZA to Int Goku here. I think he's still a very, very good leader, but there is a lot of combinations you can actually run on the leader's flexibility. So not much to talk about Realm of Gods. It's sliding down because they're not upping his current game mode effectiveness, but the flexibility is still there. So coming in number 5 is Realm of Gods, in this case UI Goku. So let's go ahead and move to number 4. Number 4 is also, actually, you know what, let me take that back. So I said movie bosses was actually the biggest jump. Actually, this is, in a sense, ties to the biggest jump. But before that, I was like, you know what, in a sense, I could have really ranked this team a lot higher. I just didn't do it last month. And of course, we know what's coming soon, like in 2022, right in the beginning of 2022. So coming number 4 is Pure Saiyans. And the reason why you can run Pure Saiyans as number 4 is because of game mode effectiveness. 9.6. That's really strong, right? So 9.6, very like top 3 echelon when it comes to that. Top echelon when it comes to Extreme Super Battle Road, with 6 Extreme Super Battle Roads being able to complete. But you can do World Tournament, of course, bunch of flexibility. The revive mechanic is something that I put on if you can use it. In this case scenario, you can use it on a multitude of different units. But my favorite rotation right now is, I would say, one of the best rotations you can actually run is those 3 monsters down below there, right? Tech Gogeta, Vegito, that's going to link up very well. And then just throw in Namek Goku, right? Just throw in him on the back end without maybe support. Pure Saiyans could use a bit of extra support, except for, you get the Broly there. That would be kind of where the weakness is. But still, like, the flexibility and the category diversification is just tremendous. The best category you can run, no doubt about it. Now, if you want to run the AGL one, you can technically do 10 and 7. But you're running at a 130 attack, so, but yeah, 7 I guess would be the highest in Extreme Super Battle Roads, and yes, the AGL version of the Pure Saiyans leader at 130, 170, 170 is that version of it, so 10-7. And so Pure Saiyans in of itself, absolutely a number 4 spot, but we know who's coming. We know who's coming, and just with him boosting up to 170, you guys know where I'm going to put this team here, right? Now, it's not 100% sure, but, I am definitely going to be biased about it. So, Super Vegeta is coming literally like the couple days in 2022. So that's why I'm doing the abbreviated version anyway, which is actually running kind of long here. So, coming in number 4, Pure Saiyans, Transformation Vegeta here. Coming in number 3, I believe it holds the same spot here, is Super Saiyans. Super Saiyan's legendary existence here, 8.5, solid. Bench and flexibility is really good, but when you're running against extreme enemies, you're destroying them. If you're going against Frieza, of course, it's not even a challenge. But as you can see here, same rotation I like to run as the Gobros one there, but here you can actually run. Probably the best rotation is the Tech Gogeta and the Strength Vegito combination, like you're able to do in the Pure Saiyans one here. So very, very strong. Have a great time running this team here, and just overall just gonna get better and better and better, being that it is Super Saiyans, right? That's like the next best thing comparable to like Pure Saiyans. You're gonna have a bunch of different units. So coming in number 3, Namek Super Saiyan Goku, no doubt about it. Really high on the top 10 list and staying at number 3. So coming in at number 2 and number 1, it's a flip-flop, right? It switches, and it switches a lot. So number 1, it was last month for this team here, and that's Kamehameha. So Kamehameha stood 1 month in number 1, but then dropped off here. Now you might go, wait a minute, they have 11 Super Battle Roads that they can complete. You're right. Technically, it's the most Super Battle Roads you can run on here, but I'm going to show you the other team. It's close, but it can do more Extreme Super Battle Roads, and I think the flexibility is a lot better. So, but in this case, Kamehameha, you have a lot of the top tier units that you can run. The same rotation is my favorite rotation at this point in time. Again, you can run a multitude of different combinations, just like Super Saiyans and Pure Saiyans here. Kamehameha is amazingly strong, has the revival mechanic. Yeah, there's not much to say. In Gifted Warriors, if you want to run even more of a flexibility there with the Goten and Trunks, you're able to do quite a bit more there as well. But yes, 11 Super Battle Roads you can run. That's really, really strong. 5 Extreme Super Battle Roads, a heck of a resume, but I did just keep them at the number 2 spot due to the fact that it has good bench and flexibility, but not as good as the number 1 team. And of course, you guys know what the number 1 team is, being that it's the only one that's being left out on the number 1 spot, and that of course is Representative Universe 7 / Universal Survival Saga. So back in the 6-year anniversary, I kind of asked the group, should I combine U7 and Universe Survival Saga? And everyone said, yeah, probably a good idea to do so, because it really just has a bunch of the same units on here. And so I did make the combination. So making the combination, I think, provides this a huge advantage because of the leader flexibility, bench flexibility, rival skills. I like Vegeta as the better leader in Representative Universe 7 overall, because you can do a 9-6. 9-6 is ridiculously strong, right? So 6 Super Battle Roads is like the extreme top. You know, if you take out the AGL Pure Saiyan's leader at 7, but 6 when it comes to the tip top here is going to be high up there. And the difference is, here's the reason why Kamehameha just slightly didn't make it, is because the Universal Survival Saga team is a 10-6. So, and in reality, when you look at what's happened in December, Universal Survival Saga got the upgrades, right? It got the LR hit and Godku, and then the EZA to a bunch of Representative Universe 6, which is a part of the Universal Survival Saga. Now, Representative Universe 6, it doesn't have the resume to do Super Battle Roads, Extreme Super Battle Roads as much as these teams here, so unfortunately they didn't make the cut. But very strong team and a variation of the team here. So if you're gonna run U7, I like Vegeta as the leader, but of course you can run UI Goku or MUI Goku. But if you want to run the most game mode effectiveness here, maybe not, because everyone knows about Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as a little weak there. But yes, his leader skill is great, and his category effectiveness, that's another way of you can think about it too. His category effectiveness is vast at 10 Super Battle Roads and 6 Extreme Super Battle Roads, right? So yeah, so if you take a closer look here, there's like the grouping, right? So 10-6, 9-6, 7-5, 6-4, and again, Representative Universe 7 still holds strong as the highest leader skill at 177 in the game with LR Goku and Frieza. So hard to argue. It was hard for me to even put them on the number 2 spot last month, right? The number 2 spot, but Kamehameha having 11 Super Battle Roads at that point in time, and Extreme Super Battle Roads wasn't available to boost this back up. Now it is, so that's why we are where we are now. So coming in number 1, Representative Universe 7 and Universal Survival Saga, I think it's kind of a no-brainer with that kind of resume. So here's the summary here. There you have it. Coming in number 10, Siblings Bond and Goku's Family, Go Bros, still holding at the number 10 spot. Yes, a little bit biased there. Then you got Majin Buu Saga. Then you have Sworn Enemies. Then you have Space Traveling Warriors. Then you have Movie Bosses / Full Power / Planetary Destruction. Then you have Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Gifted Warriors, and then Universe 7 and Representative Universe 7 and Universal Survival Saga. So let me know if you guys agree with me or disagree with me. This is the list. This is the final list for 2021. We'll see what this looks like in 2022. But this should be my final video for 2021, unless some crazy thing happens in between. Of course, I will be doing and summoning on the New Year's banner as well. But all in all, this should be it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of summary mini discussion here. Yeah, I didn't build up teams for you, but if you want to look at previous videos, check those out to build out some team. You guys can figure it out, right? It's not overly too hard. So but anyway, with that, if you are new to my channel, let me see if I can find my slide here. Like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for providing a really great and fun community to share with here. And cheers for end of 2021, and wishing you all a happy new year and a great 2022. So with that, thank you all for watching. keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.